everybody, and welcome back to Adventures with Abby. I am Abby, and this week's video is going to be about another side hustle of mine, which is like reselling furniture and like flipping furniture, refurbishing furniture, all of that good stuff. And so before we get too far into this video, please make sure to subscribe down below, hit the notifications bell, and at the end of this video, if you like it, please hit the like button. So to get into reselling furniture, so a lot of this started because I was going on this trip to Texas, which you all saw the vlogs about hopefully, and if you haven't, I will link them up here or over there somewhere. But yeah, so I wanted to have some extra cash and spending money to be able to enjoy myself and have a fun vacation in Texas. And so I was like, okay, like how can I do this in a way that's not going to really like mess with my lifestyle too much? And so I started going on Facebook Marketplace and looking, just like searching free within my area, right? And there were so many people giving such like great free stuff away, or stuff that needed a little bit of work. And so I would respond, message with them, go pick it up. And usually I would be pretty honest in saying like, I'm going to refinish this and like resell it. And most people were cool with it. And I think it's good to be honest. Like I'm like an honest kind of gal, and so it was important to me to be honest with people before I went and got something and like relisted it. And so that was definitely a good method for a while, and I was able to sell a decent amount of stuff using that method. And so some of it required just like it needed a good dusting and a new stain. Some of it was like fabric that needed to be re-dyed, so I like re-dyed an entire chair. Some of it was like it needed to be repainted or like stripped of paint, so like I did that, and like I ended up making a really good chunk of money. But the other thing that I was able to do was go to my local Savers or Goodwill, so thrifting, and pick up furniture for a really low cost and then resell it for more, which you have to like be able to search Facebook Marketplace to kind of understand how much to sell things for. So like you can go to Savers and get a chair for $4, a wooden chair, but you can usually sell that on Facebook Marketplace for $15, and so you're making $11 for each wooden chair you sell. However, you don't want to go buy like 10 wooden chairs and then try and sell them, because then there's too many all at once on Facebook Marketplace. So you kind of want to see how many things are on there like that you're going to be picking up and selling. And so you can just do that while you're at the thrift store, which is really great to be able to check it out and see how much is going on, like how much of them there are on Facebook Marketplace. So that's kind of how I started. And then eventually I was like, why am I just selling on Facebook Marketplace? Like Nextdoor is a great way to get things out in the neighborhood too. So I started going on Nextdoor and like listing, like cross listing things, which was working for a while. But then the biggest tip that I have is joining tag sale Facebook groups. And so like I live in a small town in Massachusetts. There was like several towns around me who had like this town, like mega tag sale, like multiple town tag sale Facebook group. So I just requested to join all of them. And then when you post something, you can share your post into all of those different groups. And so every time I would post something, like I would share it into like 10 or 12 different groups. And I started this at the end of March when I decided to go to San Antonio. And by my trip at the middle to end of May, I was able to make $300 reselling furniture, which is crazy. Yeah, it was nuts. I'm still doing it now to just have some extra cash and spending money for vacations or my birthday or whatever, but doing it in short increments I think really helps. So like right now I'm saving up for my birthday to be able to buy myself concert tickets for my birthday, like as a birthday gift to myself. Then I'll save up for my vacation to Maine, and then after that, I don't know, maybe Christmas. But having that goal in mind I think really helps, and setting the cash aside I think is super important, but also keeping track of how much you have coming in. And so what I did was I created a spreadsheet, which I can link a template down below, of like how much you bought something for, how much money you had to put into it. So if you had to get paint remover, if you had to buy paint, whatever the case is, like a spent column, and then how much you are selling it for, and then how much your profit is, and then you can have it to like automatically add everything up, so you know how much money you were able to spend, or like how much money like you have made so far, which is really great. But yeah, those are some of my tips and tricks for reselling furniture or like items besides clothing. However, when it comes to clothing, I'm on Poshmark and Mercari. I can link mine down below if you want to buy any of my items, but that was another way. I really am against like fast fashion. Whoa. And just throwing good clothes away. And so I was able to get on Poshmark and Mercari and just put all of my clothes that I'm selling into like a bag in my apartment, and I don't really even look at them unless I'm going to send them out. And so that's been really great because I've been able to really like forget about that money coming in, because it's like really sporadic. But once you get on these apps, like you have to post each of your items individually. I can actually put in a little video over here, and that's been really great to like help me feel good about doing something good for the environment. But I cross-list everything on both Mercari and Poshmark, and I've been able to sell a lot of my clothes and like get them out to good people. Obviously, I'm only selling things that are in good or new condition, but that's really great. And I've been able to get a lot of my friends on that too, just because a lot of times like we buy things from brands like Old Navy or from Target, and those are brands that will resell really easily on an app such as Mercari or Poshmark. And so it's definitely a great way to have some extra cash flowing in, and I also keep track of that on my spreadsheet as well, which has been really phenomenal. And so yeah, obviously I am just the queen of side hustling over here. However, it definitely has helped me while in grad school, before getting a full-time job, maintain a fun lifestyle and be able to do the social and fun things that I want to be doing with my life. And so it's definitely something that I recommend for anyone who is looking to get into the side hustle game. Selling your clothes is a really easy way to do it, or reselling furniture. They're both super easy, a lot easier than photography, which I talked about last time. But it's definitely a good way to get started and to start saving a small amount of extra cash. Like nothing crazy, but I'd say I've made about $300 or $400 so far doing this. And yeah, it does take a little bit of work, a little bit of effort, and a little bit of commitment. But it's also on your own time, which I think is really important to me because I'm super busy, working a lot, seeing friends, having a social life. And so being able to have something that is on my own schedule and on my own time has always been something that's super duper important to me. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure to subscribe down below and like this video, and I will see you next week. Bye everyone.